I'm highly annoyed by the constant derogation of non-religious arguments into religious arguments. And this is what the left loves to do. They like to say, you're pro-life. The reason you're pro-life is because of your crazy religion. And so maybe we can respect your crazy religion along those. That is not the argument for marriage. The argument for marriage has literally nothing to do with religion. You could be a visitor from Mars, and you could see that all of human procreation relies on man, woman, child. This is not particularly difficult stuff. By essentially boxing in the argument in favor of traditional marriage into, well, if you're a crazy religious believer, maybe we'll let you have that. But if you're a cake baker, then we're not sure about that, right? I mean, like, we're not sure how far this religious liberty thing extends. What you're really doing is you're setting the ground game at same-sex marriage and traditional marriage are completely the same thing. And if you object to it, the only reason that we'll even allow you to do that is because of this crazy thing called religion.
Yeah, this is the point I'm always trying to get across to people, is that you listen to these arguments, whether it's an argument about marriage, it's an argument about abortion when life begins, even arguments about the definition of man and woman. Listen to the argument between a conservative and a liberal, and what you're going to find is that religion almost always comes into play. Someone's going to mention the Bible, but almost always it's the person on the left who's bringing that into the conversation, because, as you point out, that's the framework they want us to adopt for the argument. That's sort of like the ground on which they want to have this battle. They want to pretend that the only reason that we would believe the things that we believe and say what we're saying is because we've been told by our religion and we have no reasons outside of that. That, of course, that's totally illogical, doesn't make any sense. And also, when it comes to marriage, I mean, there's a reason why it's not just Christian societies, it's not just Jewish people that have said that that marriage is a fundamentally procreative union between man and woman. You look at every society in human history, and they have come down to that conclusion. I mean, there isn't any society in history that had anything like same-sex marriage as we have today, and not every society has been Christian or Jewish. So this is a conclusion that all people through history have arrived at. And it's not hard to see how they arrive at that conclusion. I mean, this is what I was trying to explain on Joe Rogan. It's the relationship between a man and a woman. That kind of relationship, it's just different in kind from any other sort of relationship. It has a capacity that none of these other relationships have. And that capacity makes it definitionally different. And it also makes that relationship more important to society than any other kind of relationship, because it has the capacity to create people. And so that means it has to be protected and actually respected in a way that no other relationship really has to be.